The Eldan were a super advanced, powerful race indigenous to Nexus, so advanced, mysterious and legendary in fact, that the current Dominion Church have deified them and worshipped them as their gods. We don't know a whole lot about the Eldan, but this is what we know about them so far. However, this is mostly from wiki sites and official statements, and who knows what we might actually find in-game as people start reaching max level and explore all the lore that there is to find. Before they disappeared from Nexus, they were engaged in several activities. First of all, the Primal Focuses. The Primal Focuses were used by the Eldans as a source of power and were vital to the so-called Nexus Project and are capable of gathering enormous amounts of primal energy. The ones that we have found so far are the Focus of Air, found in Galras, the Focus of Water, which is in the water below White Whale, and the Focus of Life, which can be found in Wildstar. The rest are currently hidden, but my guess is that we will probably discover them in-game at some point. Another technological project they had were the Terraformers, which they used to change the landscape in any way that they so wished. If you have been questing on the Dominion side, you will find some Orin using this in Dehradun, where they're trying to create a jungle basically in the desert landscape. The Nexus Project, however, is their main gig and has been described as the penultimate work of the Eldan. And essentially all it is just the Eldan trying to gather all the planet's secrets and conduct experiments in their search for perfection, which they describe as freedom from the inherent flaws of organic life. The Eldan engaged in the Nexus Project were divided into several different orders led by Archon Jariel, the head of the Nexus Project. My guess is that he was some kind of leader for the Eldan, maybe? The first order, the Order of the Makers, were technological experts and worked with creating new machines, robots and technology for the Eldan. They were probably responsible for the creation of Mechari and also lesser robotic servants. The Order of the Progenitors were geneticists and biologists whose task was to create new life forms on Nexus. They created the Stem Dragon, the Ozone and the Falkrin, just to name a few. Then we have the Order of Watchers, who were responsible for resources and overseeing safety and order in the Nexus Project. As I mentioned earlier, the Eldan created the Mechari as a servant race to search the universe for other races capable of continuing the Eldan's legacy, and they eventually found the Cassians, who became the Eldan's chosen people in exchange for their legendary sword maiden Trisane Toria. In return, the Eldan gifted them Dominus the Half-Blood, the first Eldan-human hybrid, otherwise known as a Lumini. And the Lumini is actually our first key to deduce what the Eldan really looked like. And we don't really have much to go on. But maybe this thing from the latest trailer is some sort of Eldan. It could be from the looks, but that's just my opinion and general speculation. There are many theories about the Eldan's disappearance and what it means, especially for the Mechari. They were their ambassadors and had contact with them. How come they don't have a lot of information about the Eldan? And why didn't they remember where Nexus was? The only logical explanation is that their memory was wiped at some point in the timeline from meeting the Cassians and the Eldan's disappearance. Other interesting Mechari questions arise from the crystals in their head, which most believe is some sort of brain. Because, and this is from official sources, although the Mechari describe themselves as non-organic life forms, they are sentient, they have free will, and they do require sustenance in the form of food and drink. There was a tweet sent to one of the guys on Carbine's story team about the significance of the Mechari's relation to the Eldan and their crystals, to which the reply was something along the lines of, "It's super cool and exciting, but we're not going to reveal it yet." This is one of the things that I really like about Wildstar, because there is still so much sense of mystery about the planet Nexus and even the races that we play. I can't wait until more of this is actually revealed in-game. But that's all the information I could find summed up in a quick and short video. If you have anything else that you would like to chip in or any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more informational and just random shit about Wildstar. Goodbye.